Hi, I'm Debbie Hawley. It has been my great honor and joy to serve as your school board member for the last 8 years. I am a lifelong resident of St. Lucie County, in fact, 4th generation here in St. Lucie County. And I have lived in District 1 for over 40 years, so I'm certainly no newcomer to the area or to my district. Both my parents, my sons, myself, and soon my granddaughter will all have attended St. Lucie Public Schools over the course of the years, and we have been strong advocates and supporters of the education system for all of those years. I look forward to having an opportunity to serve for another 4 years as your school board member representing District 1. I represent you also on a state level with the Florida School Board Association and the Greater Florida Consortium of School Boards. I am a board of director and the incoming president for the consortium. We do a lot of legislative work for you, for our students and for our staff through those 2 consortium groups, and it was really a privilege for me to be elected from my peers to be a part of that group going forward. Everything I do, every decision I make is about the children and the students and what will benefit them the most. So I hope you keep that in mind and recognize my passion and my joy to work for the children and the students and the staff of the St. Lucie County Public School System. Thank you. Certainly a pertinent question for our times as they are today, but we have taken in St. Lucie Public Schools a strong stance that we will not arm our teachers. We firmly believe our teachers have enough on their plate without having the added component of a firearm in their presence. So we have partnered with the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Department, and through that partnership they will be providing SROs and SRDs to all of our schools within the system. My thoughts going forward and steps that we need to take, in addition to all the hardening and to the extra folks, the SROs and SRDs, is that we've really got to begin to pay strong attention to the social and emotional impact that our children have when they come to school. We pay so much attention to the academic portion. Oftentimes the social and emotional is overlooked, and I firmly believe there is a direct tie to that and to the safety and security in our schools. I'm also a mental health counselor by profession, and so I bring that component, and I'm always looking at ways that we can address those social and emotional needs of our students and our staff members as well. All of us have times where we go through things that impact our lives, and to get to those instances with our children and with our staff members before they become a crisis is, in my opinion, the emphasis we need to place going forward. Yes, certainly that question has plagued parents and administrators for the last multiple years. Certain things we're required to do, mandated by the state, and part of that is the curriculum that we teach. Certainly it has become much more challenging, it is much more in-depth, but the Florida State standards now reflect more of an overall approach than they have in the past. There were teachers and parents and community members involved in the change in the curriculums for the various subjects that are taught. And it is a much broader, wider base now for the students to learn from. You're absolutely right, parental engagement is key. Research shows that the teacher is the most important teacher in a student's life, but I contend that the parents are equally as important because learning begins at birth, and that component, you can't go back. You have to start right at birth with the reading to the children, studying with them, exposing them to things in the world, the environment, all of the different aspects that they'll learn about in school. So without parental involvement or understanding, it is very difficult. And we do partner with several other organizations, nonprofits such as the Parent Academy, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Boys and Girls Club, all of those to promote family engagement and doing things together as a family. So it is our hope through the partnerships and through the trainings and the professional development that we provide to our teachers and staff members that that bond is created with the family, not just with the student, but with the family. So the family feels comfortable to come and speak with the parents as they go forward. Oh, the biggest challenge is, in my opinion, they are asked to do so much in a short time span that it's just about impossible to meet all of the needs, all of the demands, all of the expectations. So having a planning period for teachers is very, very important in my eyes. Another component that's a huge challenge for us as a school board and a district is teacher salaries. We don't pay teachers enough. We could never pay them enough. They are worth so much, but we are working hard to find venues to provide additional funding, whether it's in the form of a bonus or something that could be sustainable. It's important to us. We recognize the hard work that our teachers do and all the challenges that they face, and we certainly want to be able to compensate them financially. The other component too is what we talked about a little bit earlier in the family engagement and building a bond with the family so that you best know how to help the student that's in your classroom. All of those factors put together create a very trying environment for our teachers, and I have to commend them on the job that they do each and every day. Teaching is really a calling and a passion, and I respect greatly those that do that service for our community. "8 years ago, the voters of St. Lucie County elected me to the school board. They elected me on my word. My word became actions, and those actions have produced results. The year before I was elected, St. Lucie County Public Schools were ranked 53rd among the 67 districts in the state of Florida. This year, we are ranked 22nd. That is a phenomenal, phenomenal jump. Our graduation rate has increased from the 60 percentile to over 90 percentile with this year's graduating seniors. There is much to celebrate in St. Lucie Public Schools. We certainly chose a daring destination, and we are on the path to getting there. Are we where we want to be? Certainly not. There's always room for improvement. But we have the path laid out. We have the people in place to ensure that the progress continues. And we are very, very grateful for all of the community support from our chamber, our EDC, all of the other folks in the community, IRSC, that play such a great part in making sure our students are success. It's not just the work of the board and the administration. It's certainly the work of the students and the teachers and the folks that have boots on the ground every single day for the benefit and success of our children. Has my leadership made a difference in those 8 years? I firmly believe it has, and I am asking for your support to continue that into the next 4 years. Thank you. Vote Debbie Hawley on August 28th. Also visit my website at www.debbiehawleyforkids.com. Thank you.